Tim.
Hi.
Chicks and the
Don't say it.
guy.
Yeah.
Today, Jimmy Mack is going to touch on some more winter weather driving tips. I mean, it is the middle of winter, but
Yeah.
better late than
Of
never.
course, right after a snowstorm, but
Yeah, that's true. Well, snowstorm in our area, but
right. That's
But the winter weather is going to continue for a minute, so he's going to touch on a few tips, tricks, maintenance, precautions.
Yeah.
And he's super excited to
Yeah,
be here.
very.
we don't always drag you.
No, I have no problem doing this. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, you're sitting between two chicks, so
Yes,
how
I
bad
am.
can it
Yes,
be?
I am.
All right, so without further ado, we're going to turn
All
it
right.
over to Jimmy
Well, I
Mack.
bet you both can tell me what the number one tip is in winter weather.
I can.
What?
Slow down.
There you go. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Increase your following distance. You can't come back from a mistake if you're driving too fast when you're on ice or snow or slushy conditions. So, number one, slow down. Increase your following distance. Limit the distractions in your cab, whether it be radio, spouse.
What'd you look at me for?
How are you going to
Dogs.
limit your spouse?
Well, you can attempt to.
Something tells me that did not work out well for you when you were in the
It didn't, but we
truck.
can always try.
Okay.
In case y'all didn't know, I'm the spouse.
Yeah, right. Pets and animals, just keep your distractions to a minimum, obviously. Keep your windshield, your windows, your wipers, your side view mirrors clean, free of ice and snow. Same with headlights and taillights so people can see you better.
Yeah, that buildup can happen quick on the back of a truck and when you're driving on this bad road.
Yeah. Try to keep out of the ruts. Obviously, before the snowplows come out, there's going to be ruts in the road where traffic drives. That gets slushy, it gets slippery, gets icy at night when it's cold. You get better traction in the actual snow. So if there is a possibility to move over a little bit and run in the snow with better traction, that's always a good thing to do. Keep up with weather apps. Know before you go. We always used
Huge.
to, if we knew there was bad weather ahead, sometimes we'd have to reroute. But keeping up with weather apps and knowing what you have in front of you is a lot better than running into it and having no idea it's even there.
Yeah, that's very true. We actually were able to complete loads instead of being shut down because we checked stuff beforehand and were able to go around bad situations.
Right. Keep your fuel tanks as full as you can. In extremely cold weather, don't forget to use anti-gel, usually 20 Fahrenheit and below. If it's down sub-zero temps, double up on the recommended usage. Last thing you want to be is on the side of the road with gelled fuel because you didn't use it or didn't use enough of the anti-gel.
And you got to shake it around in there. So
Yeah. Don't put it in on top of your fuel and expect it to work. You have to put it in when you're fueling your tanks so it gets mixed up in the tanks and is able to go through your APU system, your TCU system if you have a reefer, and obviously your engine. So
yeah, because you can put it in the engine, but if you don't turn on the APU and you don't turn on the TCU and it doesn't run through there, you have the same problem in those fuel lines that you would have
exactly
in the truck because there's already fuel in the lines. Got to mix it.
Yeah, had that happen. Had our reefer
Sure did.
and gel up on us, and just waste of time and totally preventable. And slow down.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Slow down and just keep aware of your surroundings and be careful. Your life isn't worth the freight in the back of the truck. Your health and safety is not worth the freight in the back of the truck.
Ever.
So always, don't be afraid to contact your carrier and say, listen, we don't feel safe, we don't feel comfortable, we're going to shut it down. They can work around that. We'd rather have you do that than press it and end up hurting yourself or damaging the truck or whatever. So,
yeah. And you can always have a healthy fear of it. I mean, I'm a Florida girl. Grew up in Florida. I live in Georgia now, but I grew up in Florida and obviously never drove in the snow before getting into a truck, which started in a big truck.
Right.
Big rig at the time. But thank goodness I have someone that lived in Colorado and in Wisconsin and was very familiar with it and taught me some tricks of the trade. So for sure, always have a healthy fear of what's going on and pay attention and just make sure that you are going slow. Yeah. That is one thing that he is 100% right about. Slow down.
And if you ever have a chance, I always used to I like to know how my vehicle would react in certain conditions and situations. So if you're in a big parking lot, and you want to, slam on the brakes, try to do a donut, which it can't be done, by the way. I tried. But don't be afraid to see what your vehicle can do in certain conditions when there's no. That's not good advice.
No, it's terrible advice.
Okay, disregard the last comment.
Please disregard. We are striking that from the record.
It is good to know what
I'm just kidding.
know the limitations of your vehicle and what it does in certain conditions.
That's a typical guy response.
I will say this: we had a snow day. I'm sure y'all saw this past week, and I would not let my husband in his truck do donuts, but I had zero problem doing donuts in Jimmy's truck because it was a money thing. If his truck gets messed up, then
exactly.
I had a great time.
Well, you were on the tube in the back, so.
Yeah, videos to come.
Yeah.
Chicks go tubing behind a Dodge.
Anything else you guys want to add?
No, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Winter's almost over.
It's good to
No,
be
it's
It may
not almost
not.
over.
The Farmer's Almanac. What's the name? Farmer's Almanac says, or everybody's saying that this is going to be a rough winter. And I don't know. When does the groundhog do his thing?
February something.
We have to wait and see what the groundhog
When
does.
does he do his thing?
I mean, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name?
General
Punxsutawney Phil.
Oh yeah, I thought he was a
You
general.
talking about Farmer's Almanacs and Punxsutawney Phil, and I'm giving good advice on knowing what your vehicle can do in certain conditions.
Everybody
We're
knows
talking
who
about
Punxsutawney
winter.
Phil
And you're talking about old
is.
wives'
Look,
tales?
we're ready for flip flops and mosquitoes. I'm not even gonna lie. We've had Christmas. We've had snow.
Yeah.
It's time for warm weather.
Well, it's a ways off,
Yeah.
especially in the north part of the country.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Anyway.
thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah, drive safe.
Like and share. Like and share. Subscribe.
Say bye, Jimmy.
Chicks out.
Chicks
Bye,
and the
Jimmy.
guy out.
Bye, guys.
I thought we were doing bloopers. No bloopers? I'm only here for the bloopers.